welcome to the weekly social, everybody. A little off camera this week. We had Hurricane Beryl blow through, so thoughts and prayers to everybody that's been affected by it. Unfortunately, the guests that we had scheduled for the day couldn't make it with everything that's going on. However, we have Priscilla Pfaff here with Select Title.
Hi, guys.
And thanks for tuning in if you guys are watching. So hopefully you have power back by now, or it's coming on very soon. So thoughts and prayers. It's been very challenging this week.
Yes, it has. Yes, it has. But you know what? We all made it and worked through it. And so, you know, it is what it is. In Houston, Texas, we have some heat. We have some tornadoes. We have some hurricanes that come through. And we were blessed that it was only a Cat 1 when it hit. So not like Jamaica and the other islands that were hit when it was a Cat 3 and 4.
Oh, they lost power for months.
Yeah. Jamaica still doesn't have any.
Oh, wow. I did not know that.
Yeah. So I talked to a friend that has some rental property in Jamaica, and she still doesn't have electricity.
Wow.
Yeah. So, and even down here at our coast, it's going to be a while before our coast gets all their electricity back. Because they were focusing more in town, getting everybody...
The mass population.
Yes, set up. So, I did drive down to Surfside earlier in the week, and yes, it was, you know, there's a lot of debris on the side of the roads. The county had already cleaned all that up so you could access the roads. But, you know, houses did have some damage, but it wasn't just so dramatic, I think, as sometimes our news makes it.
Nice.
You know? But yeah, there's damage down there. The surge did not seem to be as bad this time with this storm as it was last month with the tropical depression.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
I know. With the winds and everything that came in with this, you would have thought that there would have been a lot of water and everything, and you know, with those houses. Wasn't.
I think it picked up steam after it made landfall.
Okay. All right. I think you're right, because man, that wind Monday morning.
I lost half my fence in my backyard.
Wow.
So
There's a bunch of fences down.
fences, roof shingles, you know, once I got to where I could actually do stuff, I've been out checking on listings coming up, properties under contract that we're trying to close on,
Yes.
inspections, lenders.
So how's that all working after the storm coming through? What's happening with the closings?
One lender, I just had to go out and take photographs of all four sides of the property, and they have a form for the buyer to sign, and obviously we do a final walkthrough with the buyer, and they sign off on it. Now, that's my form. What the lender has, I don't know. I haven't seen that.
Yeah.
But we are on target to close today. So, minor setback.
Yeah, but the lender and you figured out how to share with everybody, and so that they knew what condition the property was in, so that it could move forward.
Correct. With all the buyers that I have, I reached out to them Tuesday with the limited cell service that I had, because I had SOS most of the time, which I'm sure most people did.
Man, I think it's still going on.
So, and I just told them that, hey, even if we're not closing for a couple weeks or whatever, we need to go look at these properties now, because if there is an issue, we need to contact the listing agent so they can talk to the sellers if there's insurance. And it's just a huge domino effect.
Oh, yes. And I mean, when a hurricane hits the Gulf, that shuts down closings.
Yep.
We can't close unless they have their insurance already in place.
Because the moment it hits,
The Gulf.
and it's a named storm, it's shut off.
Right. So that makes, you know, because everybody's got plans. Everybody's got things scheduled to happen. The movers to be there, you know. Utilities, all that going on. And then it hits the Gulf and it just kind of stops. But if all that's in place, then we can move forward.
Otherwise, it's like throwing the anchor out.
When do we not throw the anchor out,
Yes.
Richard? I mean, I think it's out all the time, right?
Every time I turn around, I feel like I'm jacking a train back up to put back on the railroad tracks.
Yes. So it is fun. We didn't even have electricity for the office till yesterday.
You know, we were in a quadrant, or just like a bubble here, that there was electricity all around us, because I live not far from here.
Yes.
I had friends 6 blocks from my house, electricity. The other side of me, 8, 10, 12 blocks the other way, electricity. North, electricity. South, electricity. It's like, everybody but me in my little area.
Yeah, but you know what, Centerpoint, I mean, yes.
Hats off.
It's a lot for them to come in, and they're coming in from all different states,
10,000
Oklahoma, Louisiana.
Lineman's what I read.
Yeah.
2.2 million people without power. Everybody thinks that's the population, 2.2 million. No, that's 2.2 million people that are paying for power. Think about
Oh,
how else would they have the head count?
true.
So that's 2.2 million accounts.
Yeah.
So if you take that times the average house of 3 people or whatever in it, that's a lot of people was affected.
Wow. Wow. I hadn't thought about that. That is. And so kudos to all these linemen that have come in
Yes,
and
thank you.
taking care of us and guiding us back up and running, and we so appreciate everything you've done.
600,000 customers got their power back in one day.
Yeah.
I mean, think of that, that's a lot. Hey, and I know a lot of people are upset, they're frustrated, they're hot. Trust me, I was there with you.
Yes, yes.
But in the grand scheme of things, I do know that, I mean, this is a big city. And it was mass destruction across the city.
Yeah, yeah. And I don't think this will probably be the last one we'll see this year.
No, ma'am. Well, I hope so.
I do too. But probably not. But
This one came early.
very early, and that was the big talk with all the news. You know, this is not the norm that it comes this early.
Yeah, very rare do you have a B or X, because it's A, B, C.
Yeah,
But
yeah. I don't know. And I haven't looked at the news this morning. It seems like I saw something flash up that there might be another one sitting out there.
I hope not.
I know. We're just not ready
Positive
to
thinking.
look at that yet.
PM a positive mental attitude today, ma'am.
Oh, yes. But, you know, you're doing things to help out. You've got a school drive coming up.
Yeah. Thank you for bringing that up. We'll start with the flyer. So if y'all can see that, we do an annual back-to-school backpack drive. We are promoting that across Facebook, social media, and everything else.
Yes.
It's very simple. We have a huge QR code. You can screenshot that right now. That will bring you to an Amazon link. In the backpacks are $14.95, loaded with school supplies.
Oh, already loaded up. Oh, that's cool.
So I want to say we did 60 plus last year, if I remember right, Priscilla.
I think you're right. I just remember, I mean, we had to go back and fill up the carts because
Yes.
we didn't have enough room taking all
Between
of the
me,
things.
you, and Denise, with our SUVs,
Yeah.
we were full going over there.
Yeah.
So if we could break 100 this year, please help support
Yes.
these misfortunate kids,
Yes.
because it allows them to have something new, no stress, no worry, and get a great education. And
So that's already posted on social media on Facebook, so they can go to
I started it yesterday,
Richmond,
marching in
Luebeck,
today.
Red Line Realty,
Yes.
and they can find that. So if they didn't get a chance to scan that right now,
Yep.
they can.
And we'll put it back up just
Yeah.
in case you want to screenshot it again.
Oh, that's awesome! The smiles on those kids and the teachers.
Oh, the school last year.
Oh.
Whoa. Welcome, warming.
Yeah, yeah.
And we had to go back because we still had stuff coming in after our delivery day.
Yes, yes.
So, again,
That's okay
thank you.
too.
Thank
That's
you.
okay. We'll do that every time.
Yep.
So, and that went to the Sundown Elementary last year.
Sundown Elementary, so we went
Is
through
that
that.
going to be the same?
We're researching that right now. It will go to something in Katy, ISD, or Lamar Consolidated, which is Richmond, Fulshear area.
Okay.
So I have my
See who has the most
Shannon's doing the
needs.
research on it to see who needs it most. Last year, Sundown needed it. So.
Okay, all
But
right.
it will go to a local school and local kids.
I love that. I love that. You focus you're always, you've got a drive going on to help.
Every quarter.
And so after this one, then you do Alzheimer's.
Alzheimer's Walk is the next one, which I'm working on getting some of the representatives here for the weekly social. They've already agreed to do it. It's just a matter of getting the dates now.
Oh, cool.
So
cool.
That's a huge walk. We typically get 5,000 to 10,000 people at that.
Isn't that at La Centera?
It is.
Okay.
So the Freddie Bartles, I believe is his last name. I'm in communication with him and his team over there. Wonderful organization, and nobody ever really talks about it until it affects them.
Yeah.
So
yeah, and you never know when it's going to affect them or affect somebody in your family, and but it's amazing. And raising funds like that allows the doctors, the hospitals, to do the research they have in their hearts that's not connected to, specific things that they are able to research. This opens doors more for them.
it's exploratory.
Right. To look at it on a bigger level and hopefully find some kind of cure for that. That's a lot.
Speaking of giving back, if anybody needs anything, please reach out. Drop us a direct message. We're happy to help.
Yes.
I mean, if I need to go pick up prescriptions and bring it to your house or something like that,
Happy to.
Happy to do it.
Yes.
or if you need groceries or something, you won't be judged. Reach out to us. We'll help you.
100%. So it's especially right now, like we were talking about earlier. A lot of people lost everything in their fridge and freezer.
I know.
And it's
And
expensive.
food's not cheap today.
Yeah.
$250 when I go to the store. I walk out and I go, what did I buy?
Where is it? Yes. So if there's some things like that ever, anybody needs, please.
Meals or something. I know vendors, resources. I mean,
Right.
I can't help everybody personally, but with the network of people that I know, we'll figure it out to help you guys out.
That's like yesterday. I reached out to a couple of contractors, friends of mine, because friends of mine were out of town and no electricity there and 2 cats.
Oh.
And they would not have been happy with me to have put them in a carrier and taken them someplace, because that's not what they like to do. And so I was reaching out to see if somebody had a generator that we could borrow for a couple of days, just to, for me not to worry about the cats being in that heat.
For your children's what we call them, Priscilla.
Yes, and it was amazing. The people that are like, okay, I'm working on it. So that's what it's about, is helping each other and doing the things that we need to do for each other.
Yeah, absolutely. That's that's one thing I can say about the Houston area. Everybody pulls together. They do, especially when there's circumstances. So hats off to our local community for being supportive and doing that.
And I have to laugh because I think that most everybody were kind of seeing when they might get electricity by the Whataburger app this week.
I heard about that meme.
Yes.
If Whataburger's open in your neck of the woods, you probably have electricity. So that's a Texas thing. If you're not from Texas, you won't understand Whataburger.
Exactly, but I thought that was amazing.
And it's way better than In-N-Out Burger. Just saying.
I agree with you 100%.
I'm a Texan.
Yes.
I do like In-N-Out Burger. I'm not saying it's a bad burger.
Yes, but Whataburger, yeah. I'm Texan. I like that mustard on my burger. I don't like mayonnaise.
I don't either.
I have to have mustard. But it was sorry. It was just something that I was just like laughing because everybody was commenting. Yeah, on Whataburger. If Whataburger's open, then you know that maybe your area has gotten power back. So, it's just that life and how sometimes it's so different than what you think.
Well, and you have to have a sense of humor to get you through all of this.
Yes.
Life's too short.
Yes.
You know, I'm blessed. I lost half my fence in my backyard, and I didn't have power for a few days. But in the grand scheme of things, if that's all that happened to me, I'm okay.
100%. 100%. So I know Denise had some more. She had some, I guess, roof issues, and she's working on hopefully getting that taken care of because she had some leaks coming into the house from that.
I got my roofer over there already. My roofer's going to another client of mine's place tomorrow because I know there's a huge shortage of roofers and stuff. But I've worked with Derek Bean, Infinity Roofing,
Yes.
for years. So if you want his contact information, please send me a direct message. One thing that I did
And
do.
also we had Charles Vincent.
Yeah, another
We
great
had
resource.
him on the podcast earlier this year, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yes. And so he's another great resource. So there's several. So if anybody needs those kind of things,
Reach out to us because one person can't do everything in all of Houston area.
no. But what a blessing that we have those resources to reach out to.
I actually sent my list of service providers out on an email Tuesday to everybody in the database,
Oh,
so that they have all that as a resource, whether it's a broken window, plumbing, roofing.
what?
So-
That's awesome.
If you didn't open your email on Tuesday or Wednesday, please go check it. I am trying to help
And share that
And share it out.
information because that is major, and those vendors that you do have on the list have been vetted and know that they're good. They're not going to take advantage of somebody, and that's huge right now because people do get taken advantage of.
Price gouging.
Yes. Oh,
And I hate to say it, but when it comes to roofers and ACs, they don't want to fix anything; they want to replace everything.
yes.
And that's so.
Yes.
Make sure that you have somebody that honest, trustworthy. Because sometimes stuff has to be replaced. I get it. I don't discredit that.
Right.
But not in most cases.
Right. So that list is very valuable. So open that email and look at that because that is huge benefit for everybody. And I think if you say Richard referred me, I think you'll probably get a pretty good response.
You'll get a very fast response. They're honest. They're fair pricing. Are they going to be the cheapest people in town? Probably not. Are they going to be the most expensive people in town? No.
No.
But I can tell you they are fair. And I've used most, if not all of them. And the ones that I haven't used, my clients have used it and highly recommended them. So.
Right. Oh, that's huge. Next thing we got coming up is you're running for the HAR board.
HAR Board of Directors. You do have to be a licensed realtor or an affiliate of HAR to vote for us.
Right. I'm an affiliate, so I can vote.
So if you're an inspector, title company, mortgage, insurance,
Yes, all those. If you're an affiliate,
if you're an
member.
affiliate with HAR, you can vote. And for some reason, most people do not know that.
Right.
But if you would, please vote for us. We have some seasoned leaders that have banded together. I'm running for small firms. We have Dory Gordon running geographical. Chad Kahn is running for commercial. And then Steve Gillian is running for largest firms. And that they're all wonderful people. You can look us up on har.com/election. And you can see our bios with our videos and everything else.
Oh, that's awesome.
So-
That's awesome. But that's what you do, Richard, is you're, again, creating that value for people, offering your time
Yeah.
to go and make sure, that what's being put out there by HAR, it's beneficial to the consumers.
It is. We're in Houston, Texas. I mean, it's very massive when you look at the land size and the amount of real estate transactions that go through this city.
Yes.
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
It's billions and billions of dollars. You need everybody to hold stuff at the highest level. And that's one thing that I've prided myself on my entire life.
Yeah, I've known you a few years, and I have seen that numerous times. And that, even when there becomes a little hiccup in something, let's figure it out. Let's look what
Roll
we
up our
gotta do,
sleeves.
and
That's right.
and let's get it, done. And you make, you bring the comfort to the people that, okay, it's not over. We have options and we have things that we can do to get there.
Mm-hmm. You're either part of the problem or part of the solution is how I look at everything.
Mm-hmm. I think you're part of the solution every time.
I always try to stay on that side of the coin.
Mm-hmm.
So,
And you don't.
and it's not easy some days.
Yeah, but that's the kind of person you want on the board too.
Yeah.
Because you're calm, you're business minded, you're doing all those things that that's the people that need to be on the board.
Well, it's for the betterment of everybody. Unfortunately, a lot of people, they get egotistical, self-centered. I always put other people before me and do everything I can to help them. And it just comes back to me tenfold. The more I give and help people, the more it comes back.
Right. I love that. Yes, 100%. And that's not why you do it. And
No,
it's not,
I don't do it for the...
No.
That's just what happens.
Mm-hmm.
So...
that's cool.
It makes me feel good inside just to help people.
Yes. So we are going to have a little soiree on July the 22nd. And we're also going to have the webinar with Brian Buffini to predict the bold predictions for mid-year for 2024. So that will be shared during that time, and then we'll have...
If you're not familiar with Brian Buffini, he's a wealth of information. I've followed him for years. Mm-hmm. So please come down, support the event, and learn from... you guys are putting this on, correct?
Well, we're just, I've subscribed to the prediction, the webinar that he's going to be doing that day, which is from noon to 1. And so we'll have that playing on the TV so everybody can listen and then afterwards share for a little bit, so that, okay, what did you hear and how, sometimes we hear things differently. But just to get to talk about it and what, and he is the glass is half full kind of guy. He gives you the basics, but he does share those positives with you. So you will come out of this feeling good, knowing the market's good, and...
Confidence.
Yes.
When consumers ask you questions, understanding and knowing what's going on, it elevates you.
Right.
The last thing a consumer wants is to ask you a question, you go, I don't know.
No, but I'll find out if I don't.
Right.
Right.
That's a rarity. I invest a lot of time in research and studies just to stay abreast of everything. And I don't know everything.
No.
By any means.
No.
I don't.
But you are very much that, and you share that weekly.
I do.
So that everybody else can have that bit of knowledge that you've collected.
So once a week I update everybody on what's happening in our local market, what the average pending actives and sold properties are in Katy, Fulshear, Richmond.
That's
And
awesome.
that stuff changes. It ebbs and flows. It could be $100,000 difference from the previous week. So if anybody thinks, oh, I got it, and you haven't sold a house in 7 years or you haven't bought a house in 10 years, it moves lightning bolt fast.
Yes.
And again, I'm just sharing knowledge and wisdom. Please get somebody, whether you hire our company or somebody else, that truly understands your local market.
Right. Right.
Because it'll save you a lot of heartburn and thousands of dollars.
What I was thinking about was going back to all of those that you've, and how it's progressed, how it's changed every week.
My videos have gotten better.
We're not going there. We're not talking about that one today. That he pushed me to do this a year and a half ago. Yeah.
You've gotten really good at this, Priscilla.
Well, thank you, sir. Thank you. And I have to give you all the kudos for that, for pushing it and making it happen. So it has been fun, and we just love sharing. And so that is July 22nd here at Select Title.
What's the address?
23930 West Humber Parkway, Suite 101. We're right here in the strip center with the Ooh La La and La Finca. So please come by and join us that day and get to meet the members that are of HAR that are up for election and get to visit with all of them. And so it'll be a twofold event, but I think that's a great thing. Let's look at mid-year forecast and meet the elected officials that are coming in for her, and so that everybody can kind of share some things.
Yeah, no, you'll get to meet a lot of great people with talent. You know, everybody that I'm running with, they really know their stuff. They know the local market. That they are proven leaders in our industry already.
When is the actual election date?
It starts July 30th.
Okay.
And that's an email that comes in through Big Pulse. So if you're a licensed realtor or an affiliate, you should be receiving an email from Big Pulse.
Okay. Big Pulse.
And
it's July 30th through
August 5th for voting.
Okay. All right.
And
So we will push that back out and let everybody know and remind you about that.
Yes.
But that, you know, it's just like voting for our president. Hey guys, go out there and do it.
Every vote counts.
Yes.
If you think, oh no, it does. There's 50,000 realtors, and on average 3,000 people vote a year. So, you know what? I get 3,000 views, and I'm just a realtor
Right.
or a real estate broker.
Yes.
So why don't we amplify that? And why don't we show them 10,000 votes this year, and hopefully I'll be on the board with all those votes.
I like it. I like it.
So,
So, I mean, that is so huge that people don't vote and get out there, and that's the only way we can make some changes.
amen.
So, if you're not doing it, you know, you can't make changes. It's just like the lotto. If you don't play the lotto, you can't win the lotto.
Well, if you don't vote, you can't complain. That's how I look at it.
Right.
I'm sorry.
Exactly.
I don't care who you vote for, just go vote.
Yes, just vote.
Just vote.
Yes. So we will be definitely pushing that out a lot more, and but feel
2 weeks
free to.
away. I mean, today's the 12th. Voting starts on the 30th, so a little over 2 weeks.
This year is flying by.
I know. It's like a roll of toilet paper. The closer we get to the end, the quicker it goes, man.
Okay, put that middle
Yes,
in there.
It's a good analogy.
It is a good analogy, but oh my gosh, I just can't believe it's already the middle of July.
I know.
The year is just flying, but that's good. We're busy. We've got things going on,
Yes.
and providing value and
Real
things.
estate's still healthy too, guys. People are buying, selling, closing.
Yes.
You know, the sky's not falling. Maybe in other markets, but our local market, I would say it's very healthy, very vibrant, even with all the challenges we've had this week.
Yes, we're
I've
loaded
been
down
busy.
with closings today. We're nonstop.
Blessed.
Yes.
I mean, Tuesday on, even though I had no power, no electricity, my little doggy rode around with me everywhere.
Yeah. So that they didn't have to stay in
No,
the hot house.
she sat
Yes.
in an air-conditioned vehicle that ran the whole time, whether I could take her in or not, didn't matter.
Oh.
So,
That's our fur babies. We have to take care of them. So, very important. So, again, reach out if there's any need.
yes, please, send us a direct message. Won't be judged. We're here to help. We have resources. We will figure something out for you.
What about if they want to contact you about being on the weekly social?
Yeah, please, send me a direct message. Send Priscilla, Denise,
Yes.
any of us. We're always looking for unique guests, and we're always looking to share information. So
So, please do.
please do.
And that has gotten more prevalent in the last couple of months, people reaching out and wanting to share and do that, and we love it. So they're eager, they want their information, want to share their information. So we love
Our
that.
viewers are good. I mean, it's scaling. I mean, we covered around a couple hundred, and then 700 or 800. Now we're pushing 11, 1,200, and that's just on Facebook.
Yeah.
But if you look at us collectively across the board, we're having around 3,000 views once a week now. So that's huge. Like, people are enjoying this. So
Yes.
thank you.
Thank you very much. And we're sorry we didn't have a guest in today, but yet I think it was very valuable today just to kind of take a breath, and we made it, and everybody's good, and we can fix all the broken parts as long as everybody is good. So.
That's right. So, all right. Well, we'll see you guys next week. We appreciate you tuning in.
All right.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.